YouTube, good morning. It is Thursday, the 15th of August, 9 days out. I know they always say do not experiment at the last days of prep. 10 days out, no more experimenting, you should know your body. But unfortunately guys, everybody is not the same, and I've done some experimenting, right? So I've took this picture right here, picture on the screen. I took this picture. This is a nice collage of 7 days from August 4th all the way 7 days later, right? 6 days later. And that's pretty much me on vacation in Virginia, okay, last week. If you notice, I was pretty lean. I was waking up tight on some days. I was just looking good all around, and I actually didn't realize that until I was going through my archives looking for some motivation. I was like, man, I was waking up pretty nice, and I tried to figure out, like, what was I doing in order to get leaner? What was I doing in order to keep that look? And some days just be a little bit more full. Some mornings, I guess. I realized that on that first picture that you see, the first picture was me waking up on Sunday. And then that whole Sunday, I was carb loading. I took in about 4 to 5, maybe even 600 carbs, which was ridiculous. I mean, a lot of it was like cupcakes and shit like that. So it wasn't the best carbs, but I still was getting in the jasmine rice, you know, the low calorie popcorn, actually the regular popcorn, you know, things with substance, right? Foods with volume. I still was getting in some quality carbs as well. And then I wake up the next morning after not really having much sleep before that picture was taken, but I woke up, you know, feeling a little more full and just feeling good in general, looking better, looking decent, right? And then fast forward to 2 pictures or 3 pictures. That was the morning after another carb load of some pasta from PF Chang's, some cheesecake, some desserts, some candy, and a ton of Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal, right? So a ton of that, right before bed. And then I wake up looking like that. I'm realizing that there's certain carbs that fill me out. There's certain carbs that allow me to wake up lean. It's not all about, you know, just depleting yourself and just carb loading, just throwing a whole bunch of shit in there. It's kind of like some structure to it, right? And so I've been thinking, and I've also been researching and looking, because I do track all my food in my FitnessPal, and trying to see what foods I was eating and the amounts. And I did that last night. Last night I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and get a few bowls of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Let me go grab a couple of Pop-Tarts. Let me grab some red potatoes. And I went ahead and carved up last night, right? So from about 7 o'clock to about 10 o'clock, I was carving up. Ton of carbs. And here's the proof right here. Proof is in the pudding. We're looking at the knockoff brand, which is not good. Well, it's good, but it's not the best. And I also was messing around with the cookies and cream Pop-Tarts. And of course, my red potatoes, like I said. And these red potatoes, I actually put them in my air fryer right here. Threw them in the air fryer and made some French fries. Chopped them up, made some French fries. So yeah, I did that, and I woke up from looking like this to the next morning, which is today, looking like this, right? So, and I was also a pound lighter. So I went from 177 to 176. Today, 176. So yeah, so experiment, man. That was 10 days out. Now we're 9 days out. I noticed also that the day after a carb load, I take in an extreme amount of fat, maybe like 90 to 100 grams of fat, which I will do today, just to see if this experiment works, if it's allowing me to get leaner, if it's allowing me to be full the next morning, right? So tomorrow morning, which is Friday, we are going to see how the carb load 2 days before, plus the fat, the extra fat that was consumed the 1 day before, and then we're gonna wake up and see what we look like, right? So, hey man, it's all trial and error. This is not the best time to be doing this. You probably should do this maybe 3 to 4 weeks before the competition. But y'all know my situation. I've been traveling, and things just happen how they happen, and this is how I'm doing it. So rock with me. I'm bringing you guys along the journey. 9 days out, like I said, just finished up the fasted cardio. Got my coffee right here. Now I'm about to go shower up and get ready for work. Back at it again. You know what time it is. That daily walk. I'm losing my train of thought, man. So I'm on this high fat right now. Energy is still super low. I must have just burned through all my carbs first thing this morning doing my cardio. Super low. I can't even walk straight nowadays. I don't even know what I'm doing out here. Contest prep, bodybuilding. What's going on? Putting your body through this crap, man. But we're gonna bring it though. I'm just fooling with y'all, man. I love this stuff, man. I love this stuff. I gotta keep it clean on the channel. No more cussing. My mom watches all these videos. She doesn't like profanity. Hey mom, what's up? Appreciate the support. I love it, man. We grinding. I love it. I do feel just a little fat, okay? And a lot of you might hate me for that by saying I feel fat, because you're probably watching these videos and watching my Instagram like, shut up, man. You're lean as hell. Yeah, so when I say I'm fat, it's my type of fat, right? Bodybuilding fat, men's physique fat, not your typical obese, and that's not what I'm talking about, right? So maybe I should reword it and just say I'm holding on to fat, okay? I want to get rid of this belly fat. I have some belly fat in the lower abdomen. It usually comes off during peak week. We really haven't started peak week. I mean, we're 9 days out. So, you know, peak week will essentially start on like Sunday or even Monday. We're 5 days out. And normally that week, I normally drop that belly fat, that last belly fat. So I'm used to it, but I just wish, you know, I would come in a little sooner on not having that belly fat. I got a new protocol that I'm gonna follow. I'm gonna experiment with. This whole thing is trial and error, man, when you're trying to bring that peak physique, right? So my first show back in 2018, I did a protocol. My second show, first show was April 2018. Second show was August 2018. 2 different protocols I used for peak week. So this time around, August 2019, I'm gonna use a different protocol as well, right? I'm just playing around, man, trying to see if I can bring something crazy, bring something different, you know? And that's the whole goal with this thing, man. You can't do the same thing every single time, or you're probably bringing the same physique every single time. I mean, based off of your off season. I didn't have the best off season. I really didn't have an off season. I kind of just binge ate for about 4 months. Right after my August show last year, September, October, November, December, I kind of just binged, just ate whatever. I was working out like a mug, so I mean, yeah, I was getting stronger. Maybe I put on some muscle. I doubt it, you know what I mean? It's just how it goes. You don't put on muscle that fast. But yeah, didn't have a real good off season, a real strict, strategically planned off season. So therefore, for this protocol, this peak week protocol, you gotta do things differently, right? So I do feel that I'm looking good and I'm decent, but I do not know my competitors. That's the one thing about it. You never know your full competitors. You might know a few guys competing, but you never know every single person that's gonna be on that stage, right? And you might line up against, somebody that looks like one of the big dogs, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta plan for it. You just gotta give it your best, give it your all, and that's all you can really do. As long as you give it 100%, 150, there's really nothing more you can do. You just be satisfied with, what package you brought. So that's the goal, man. We're just grinding. That's why I'm doing is daily walks, just to get a little more extra cardio in. It's 106 degrees right now in Texas, Abilene, Texas. So definitely getting the sweat in. And maybe I should track how long of a walk this is. I really don't know even how long of a walk it is. I just know it's hot as hell. And my daughter is feeling good. How you feeling, buddy? Huh? Is it hot? You hot? You shy? Yeah, she being shot right now. But anyways, yeah, picking up my son. So I'm gonna catch you guys later, man. Oh, real quick, yeah. So the fats I've been eating, almonds and peanut butter today. I just got back from the grocery store. I picked up some tilapia. I picked up some cashews, and I picked up some more tuna. Oh, and asparagus. Your typical foods for the peak week. It's tilapia. But yeah, I'm gonna throw those cashews back in because I like what those cashews did to me last week. I was tearing up some damn cashews last week. And maybe that's it. Maybe the cashews gave me that look I was achieving, that lean, So that's what I'm doing. There it is. Back in the middle, it's gone. That's that protein right there. I needed that. Yeah, if you don't already know, my wife does my tan for me. We just use that protein overnight. And I do about 2 coats. I'm pretty dark already, so I don't need that much. But yeah, she usually helps me with all that. YouTube, good morning. It is August 16th. We are now officially 8 days out. 8 days out. I got a lot of energy right now. I'm feeling good. I usually have energy in the morning, but today is Friday as well, TGIF. So today is gonna be a day that we gotta kill whatever it is on the platform. Cause it's Friday, man. Everybody lives for a good Friday. Quick update on what's going on with the prep, right? So look, doing my research, I'm self-coached. I do this on my own, so I can literally do whatever I want to do, right? I can do whatever I want to do regarding this prep, which I am, right? But I'm taking cues from, research all out there and, the mass media and everything. But I'm also seriously focusing on the body, my body. Like what has happened in the past, how have I looked, leading up and, carving up and things like that. And I told you guys yesterday that I was trying to see what would happen if I did a nice carb load and then chopped off the carbs and did a nice fat load. And because last week I was kind of doing that all week and I was waking up pretty good, pretty nice. Also last week there was a lot of alcohol involved as well, so that could play a major part in how I was looking and why I was looking flatter and depleted after carving up. Simply because I was dehydrated, things like that. So squash all that. I'm about to go through a few pictures real quick. I hope this doesn't take too long, and I hope I can say it right. I'm recording on my iPhone. If you did not know, yes, my camera is like out of date right now. And I started recording with it again, and the quality was just horrible. The iPhone quality is beast. Look at that. But when I put this on, man, it's not that good. This is the Sony a5000. Man, it worked well for the times I was using it, but anyways, it's probably time to upgrade. I just have not done so yet. Here we go. Saturday. Today's Friday, so I'm just going through things. Last Saturday, I had a mass cheat day, right? Mass cheat day. I mean, I was eating whatever. You know, I had a lot of pizza, a lot of banana pudding. I had just a variety of foods that was not in my diet and not called healthy to the society, right? So that was Saturday, okay? And I also had a lot of tequila. Moving forward to Sunday. Sunday was a travel day. I had to fly on a plane. I also had to drive a few hours to the airport. I had to wake up super early. Did not get sleep. Yeah, so I didn't get any sleep that day, Saturday night, because I was up all night. Jumped in the car, headed to the airport, flew, jumped back in the car to drive back home because the airport is, in Dallas, Fort Worth area, 2.5 hours away. On this day, on Sunday, I was like, you know what? Let me keep throwing these carbs in because I had the alcohol. Maybe I'm complete. I don't know why I thought this, but I did it. And I said, you know what? Let me throw some carbs in there. So I threw in 2 cups of jasmine rice that night. So during the day, it was, my protein, the fats, and then when I finally got home to my own kitchen, I had some jasmine rice, right? 2 cups of jasmine rice with whatever meal it was. Maybe it was 4 or 5. But yeah, that's what I did. Okay. So then I wake up Monday and I'm like, okay, 12 days out, let's get it. I wake up Monday. Here's the Monday look. I'm gonna give you guys the visual so you can actually see what's going on. Here's the Monday look. This is how I looked on Monday. And this could be Monday fasted first thing in the morning, or this is a picture of me Monday, post-workout, post-low carb meals, pretty much -40. With fats, pretty low, -40 as well. And my protein was obviously still at 200. So, and actually, I fasted this day, so I only had 1 meal before this look right here. And this is also post-workout. And I can't remember what I trained that day, but this is post-workout. Looking crazy, actually, now that I look at it. Looking like a straight beast, right? That's a nice look. So that's a low carb day. So then I wake up the next day, I do my thing, do my fasted cardio. Oh, I didn't show you. Okay, so Monday, fasted cardio. After fasted cardio, this was the look. And then post-workout, this was the look. All right. So then moving forward, Tuesday, maybe I have a fasted cardio, but I probably don't have a post-fasted cardio picture. But here is a post-workout picture with that post-workout, pre-workout meal that I had, which was obviously like 5 ounces of chicken, a few almonds, and some veggies. So low carb as well. And this whole day is gonna be low carb Tuesday. So Monday and Tuesday I went low carb, and this is how I look post-workout. So still not bad, still looking good, but it's also low carb. Then Wednesday, this is how I look after some more low carbs. Now, so essentially I was gonna treat Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday the same, where all low carb, -40, all low fat, -40, all protein moderate at 200. This is how I look post-workout. Still looking pretty good, pretty decent. And then I say, you know what? Let me go ahead and carb up tonight. I'm gonna throw some carbs in here. I went 300 carbs on them. I took the fats up to 80, and I dropped the protein down maybe like 20 grams, so like 180. So 180 protein, 300 carb, and 80 fats. After this workout, right? This is all after this workout, after this picture that you're looking at right now, because I do that at nighttime. Oh, it tastes so good. Pop-Tarts, some cereal, lots of potatoes, red potatoes. And then this is how it looked the next day, right? The next morning, next day, whatever. This could be a post-workout picture, and it's also low carb, okay? It's actually yesterday. I'm talking about it like it was a long time ago. Yesterday, post-workout, this is how I was looking. Looking pretty good post-workout. This is actually with more fat than usual prior to this workout, because on this day I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and carb up on Wednesday, and on Thursday, I'm a fat load. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a shitload of fat in there to see what that does. And so this is more fat intake before this workout. A few extra grams or whatever, but this is how I was looking. And then I continued that fat process, that whole day, that whole night. And then today, here is the picture of today post-workout in the morning, actually like, you know, a couple hours, hour ago. This is the picture that was taken. I did some posing. And this is how I look, right? Not as good as I was looking those previous days, especially with the carbs in. And still not bad. I still have room. If I woke up like this on show day, I still have room to carb up. But does that mean I need the fat load? Obviously not, because the looks that I had in the beginning of the week after those carbs and the low fat was pretty nice. Can't lie to you. I like those. I like that look. I just have to, I guess, carb up more and get a more harder look, which is kind of hard. I usually don't look super hard until the day after the show, and that's because I'm lean and I binge eat, and then I wake up like, damn, which is a lot of us, right? So I'm saying all this to say this is a long ass clip. I apologize, but I'm saying that to say I'm not gonna do the fat load protocol after the carb load. That's not gonna happen, right? What I am thinking of doing is Saturday, today's Friday, so tomorrow, carb load, right? Go carb load, maybe let's say 200 to 300 carbs again. Then on Sunday, just keep watching the body, see how it changes. On Sunday, don't drop the carbs yet, but just pull them back just a little bit. Actually, I might even keep them higher, because as you remember, I only had 100 grams after that big ass cheat day, but that was a big ass cheat day with a shitload of carbs. So if I carb load, I actually have a number, and that's actually strategically planned, and I'm talking about 200 to 300 carbs. That means on Sunday I need to do another 200 to 300 carbs, or maybe 100 to 200. No, not 100, I already did that before. 200 to 300, right? And then on Monday, I will go ahead and deplete. Monday, -40. Tuesday, -40. Wednesday, -40. And that's also with the fat at -40 as well. Protein still high. And then on Thursday, reintroduce carbs slowly and just work my way up to the show, man. That is what I'm thinking of doing. Of course, you guys are gonna see it. You're watching all these videos. Just rock with me. But we're 8 days out, and I'm explaining this, and you're watching it. So if anything backfires, you'll be like, well, that's why, and then you won't do it. And if everything turns out right, hey man, I just helped you guys out. For all my competitors out there, I just helped you guys out. But this is nothing new. This is not a new protocol. They've been doing this for a while, right? I'm just trying to figure out for my body if certain things work. I've competed in 3 shows so far. I got 3rd place in my first one, which was an OCB competition back in 2014. Knew nothing about competing. All I knew was you stand on stage, you do cold poses, you stick to a diet, which I was obviously not sticking hard enough to, and you work out, which I already knew. So I got 3rd place, and then last year I did 2 shows, won both of them, 1st place. Did 2 different protocols for each of them, and I got 1st place. So now I'm trying a different protocol to see if this is a better protocol, to see if I can get 1st place again. And if this works, that means I'm on to something, and I can continue this process, and we're gonna get that pro card self-coached, right? Self-coached pro card. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, anyways, so look, I gotta go to work, man. I gotta go shower up. I'm gonna catch you guys later.